And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready? 15 on it. 15 on it. We ain't giving them nothing today. Get them all. Yes.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with Geis. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
27, Mike 27. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 6-6. 4-7's the Mike. 4-7's the Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down now, Swift. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
40 gun! 40 gun! Check 9, check 9. Hey, box truck.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated for playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second and 9, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in this. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Redskins 14, Lions nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Time to go, Mike.
Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Lions 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
40 got. 40 got. Check 99. Check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford is complete to Jones. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down, Lions.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Like 7. Check, check. Chopper!
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Check 52. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Pick it up. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. There's a party now. 81. Big air, big air. Go.
Hey, check Mike 40. Mike 47.
I'm here all day.
Here's Haskins. Stepping up, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a give, right side. Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ready? 47 Mike. Mike 47. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. F-O. He's coming.
They go play action now. Haskins rolling to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On first down, Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 250.
Go. Go.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. He completes it to Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run on first down. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rush coming, and he's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach hand?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there out of Geis. 64 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Love here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins flushed out right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 40 yards. yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
You go tight.
59!
You got tight right there.
Share. You draw Corker.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Kill.
Big 20.
Kill. Turn up.
Get on!
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 69 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the 50, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Stafford now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37.
First down, Lions.
Now Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's Geist. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.